Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jay. So I saw this and it was very interesting. It might go down the conspiracy rabbit hole, but when you have a government that's not being 100%, sometimes you got to go down that route. But this was really interesting. Check it out.
The footage that we can discuss here on the show, and it reveals something pretty remarkable. So, again, we will show it to you and have a discussion about it. We have a lot of new details that emerged over the past 24 hours that we want to go over today. Joining me now is investigative journalist Ryan Mata. He's been all over this story, millions of people watching his coverage of this, and we want to kind of walk through this entire new timeline.
Ryan Mata, he's kind of a big dog, in the game. He's an investigative journalist. He's really respected, and he's not some quack or anything like that. He does a lot of good stuff.
And here and discuss what we have here. Ryan, welcome back to the show. Great to see you, my friend.
Always an honor, Clayton. Thanks for having me. And Natalie.
All right, so let's start off. Maybe we can kind of contextualize some of the official story here and where this is sort of falling apart. I mean, we can literally just go like right to the roof, right? And the running on the rooftops.
Yeah, absolutely, Clayton. So the video you guys are watching here is of the FBI video. Now, this comes directly from the FBI's official YouTube channel. So we know it's legit. It was given to us by the FBI. And if you notice...
redacted, they're actually real legit. They get news that a lot of people don't get, or they explore angles that other like mainstream media will never explore. You should follow them. They're really good.
The timestamp there in the top left. When that timestamp started, when the video actually first started there, it was at 12:23.34. So it takes him roughly approximately 14 to 16 seconds to get exactly into that position, which will be 12:23.50. Now, when we started to analyze this footage, it was Blake Bednarz who just first broke this footage, and he sent me this video, and he goes, "Listen, look at man." He goes, "From this CCTV video, from where the FBI is showing us here, you could actually see the sniper's prone position." So when they first zoomed out on that footage when it very first started, you could actually see the position where...
the FBI, they haven't been showing like the whole roof scene. They were just showing like selected few seconds of it. And so people have been trying to find out why. Is there a reason they're doing that? And they've been doing a lot of like looking for other footage from places that, from people on YouTube even.
Tyler would have quote unquote been laying on that roof. And it was Blake who sent me the footage originally. And he goes, "Hey man," he goes, "check this out in the cafeteria view." So if you switch to the cafeteria view, you can actually see the man running across the roof, right? Really slow motion. You clearly see somebody moving across that roof. Okay, now the question is, when was he running? Now there's another video I sent your team, and it's actually, you're going to start to see the crowd here. You're going to see the crowd, and the crowd's going to start to crouch down, okay? So if we put that into this slow motion feed that I sent you, and we scrub back and forth, you're going to see the crowd go up and down, up and down, up and down, right there. See how it goes? So you can see the crowd actually getting ready to sit down, and you move it back.
And he's already running. And he's already running if you look at the rooftop.
That's an important point, because this guy had that big gun, and they said he was already up in full sprint within 3 seconds of the shot. So it's interesting, to say the least.
Bingo, right? So then we went out to the outside footage, and I said, okay, I'm going to put this in my computer, and I'm going to press play at the 8-second mark of this random clip I had on my computer. And when you press play and you hear bang, as soon as you press play, and then I go, okay, I'm going to stop the video immediately when the crowd actually is fully set.
They do show close-up footage, new footage of Charlie when he got shot, but they're not going to show any gore or blood, literally microseconds before you see that. So just a heads up. It's not happening now.
And it's 3 seconds, Clayton. So that tells you that from when that shot was fired, whoever was on that roof was in a full sprint within 3 seconds of Charlie Kirk being shot. That man on the roof was sprinting literally before the people that were outside could even realize that Charlie's been hit. I mean, he got shot right in front of them, and it takes them 2 or 3 seconds to go, "Oh crap, he's been hit." And they all start to go, all duck down at the same time. And that's how we know exactly when that person was running across the roof. So that was kind of like the first thing we kind of started to discuss when I was talking to you earlier, was like...
Can I just stop you there? Because
So the timing wasn't adding up as far as where the guy was when the shot was made, and then how fast he got down to the building and jumped down. Well, I'm not gonna put too much thought into that, just because this is more interesting. So check this out. I do. I watched like not. I'm not gonna say Fringe, not even close, but I'm more into independent media. As far as getting information, yeah, mainstream media. I'm not gonna lie, it's important. I mean, because a lot of people don't go out there and get the story. You got to get the basis from them. But when people dissect the stories and try to put it together, that's when independent media is the best because they're gonna go all out. They're not gonna sugarcoat anything. So this is just one of the many I watch.
Show this photo of where this vantage. So this person here with I think a pretty strong, like maybe a Panasonic or Sony camera with even like a boom microphone from that location. So can you tell us what we're seeing here?
Okay, so I didn't want to make a long video. I kind of want to get to the point. Now this is the same. I mean, it's the same topic, obviously. So we're just focused on the roof right now, but at the same time, now we're going to focus on Charlie this time. This is the part that's kind of wow. I mean, it's interesting. It's more than interesting. It's something else. I'll tell you. So just take a listen.
And then we'll get to the further close-up evidence.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here is this was a gentleman filming from quite far away. And what you're going to watch here is you're going to watch the microphone. I want your audience to pay attention to that little black dot on the top left of Charlie's shirt because it's really important. That's what we believe. It looks like there's some type of explosion that that happens under his shirt right at the moment of impact. Now,
and we should say you're not going to see blood here. We're gonna stop it right after this thing potentially explodes, basically. So let's roll that footage here. But you're not going to see the horrible aftermath. We just want to warn people about that. All right. So this is the footage here. This is a wide shot. Puts the mic down, and now here's a closer version. So Ryan, what are we seeing here?
Go ahead. You're going to watch. I want you to pay attention right there. He pauses it. You see it pause and you almost see like a cloud of smoke. There is some type of explosion. There is something happening under that shirt. And I want you to watch to the right. Do you see that? How like his neck, it was almost like a big gust of wind or something. Something happened under that shirt and it blows his shirt right off to the right in hue. You'll see it right here. Watch to the right and then watch the left on the mic. See, you see the explosion there. See that air pocket? It was almost like some weird air pocket caused his shirt to shoot up like that. And at the same time, what you can't actually see in this video is Charlie Kirk has on that silver necklace. And if your audience remembers, we thought we were watching his earpiece get blown out of his ear, and we couldn't make sense of that. Well, according to Candace, that was his necklace. That was his chain necklace that you seen actually getting blown off and blowing over his ear. And now I have a chain necklace on, right? I have this gold cross on. How would it be possible? I thought maybe like the bullet went through his neck and you could see it protruding out the back of his spine. So I thought maybe that the force, even though the bullet didn't get through, it was just such a rapid force in the back of his neck that somehow it snapped the chain. But the chain breaks in the front. So how?
He's saying that even if the bullet went through his neck and hit they already said there was no exit wound, so it wouldn't have made sense anyways. But let's say it did. It went through the neck right here and came out the back. Then it could have pulled the necklace up and made it look like what you just saw. But then the necklace didn't break in the back. Let's say if that were to happen, even if it did exit, it didn't. It broke in the front. That's what he's trying to say right now. So something could have pulled the necklace and then made the shirt go like that. But they already had said it. There's no exit wound. It was a miracle. Man of Steel. Remember all that stuff they were saying about his bone structure stopped it. But regardless, even if it didn't, the tear was up here on the necklace in the front. That's what he's trying to say.
How does the chain break in the front and then go off backwards over my ear? That was the one part I could never figure out. Okay, so we have the chain breaking, we have it blowing off over the back of his head, and at the same time now we have evidence that's showing some device on Charlie's shirt that looks like it gets detonated, and you see this huge puff of air blow up his shirt, while at the same time, that was the first video that we seen where you could actually see, like it looked like a little cloud of smoke, a little cloud of air. I don't know what that was, but it was coming out right from under his shirt, exactly where that microphone was.
Now, John Bray has been analyzing this, and let's just put up this post by John Bray. So first of this picture here, John Bray, based solely on my...
Let me remind you, because I think Candace brought it up herself, like, this is all speculation, just so you know, obviously. But underneath where Charlie was, there is an opening. And I guess it's kind of expected with college campuses. There's always underground, like, tunneling, stuff like that. But I think what she was angling at was like maybe because maybe someone came up from there and shot him like that, as opposed to from the roof. So I think that's what that's where they're kind of going with this. That or the, like in Israel when they detonated those pagers in Iran and those cell phones and stuff. So like I said, it's all speculation. And everything does sound crazy. I mean, even the truth sounds crazy. I mean, come on, someone's giving a college campus, speech. Just the truth itself is already crazy. So I guess it depends on how crazy do you want to go. Obviously, it's crazy. It has to be if it's the truth.
Analysis of the two angles of the events on September 10th, I have come to the conclusion that this is the object.
So
Show this
anyways,
photo
that was
of where
it was nothing. I don't want to waste your time with it. It's just he was talking about they have sometimes when they do these conferences they have this like magnetic like a mic kinda, or it just goes through your shirt. One the magnet part goes on the inside or outside, and then it just holds together on your shirt. That's what he was just going to talk about. If people want to know what could that have been on Charlie's shirt, a microphone. I don't want to waste your time. I know you guys are busy. And then another thing. This was more of like not as. I'll be honest. It's kind of interesting in a way. I'll play it just because everything's kind of important, but I'll let.
In terms of the items that are flying around, I definitely see similarities. And so what happened was Charlie Kirk was murdered.
This guy's he has a foundation. It's he does he's just like a truther. Like he goes around trying to find the truth on certain things, and he worked on the Butler Trump shooting when that happened. He's going to talk about drones that people thought they saw at Charlie Kirk's when he got shot that day at the rally, and he's trying to make comparisons with how it happened with Trump's at Butler. Like I said, it's all speculation, but I guess that's all we have since the FBI's really dropped the ball on this, like annoyingly dropped the ball.
And I went to YouTube and X and I was looking for footage, and I downloaded Adam Bartholomew's footage from his Life is Driving YouTube account. And I noticed a bunch of things. People were telling me, hey, people are seeing drones in the sky. So I noticed that Adam's live stream had cut out. He was live streaming for like 19 minutes, and then suddenly he's talking to these guys on the roof. And 1 second before the shot is fired at Charlie Kirk on his live stream, it completely cuts. Now, luckily, he was recording. This is just an insect flying by. I went through and magnified each of these things. Sorry, that one's an eagle. And you can see it's flapping its wings. It's back there over the valley. Bunch of birds diving on a lake or whatever it is. Here's a bird going behind this tree. Video compression causes us to lose it in the mountain. Then it comes out. Gunfire has just happened. I think birds generally fly away from gunfire and chaotic human activity, but yet, right after that shot, we have this thing show up, which flies into the frame any second here. And remember, that jet is doing ISR. That's intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. So maybe it's gathering intelligence about the site. Now they've done something, and this thing comes and does an orbital over the crowd. I don't see any flapping. I see a little bit of image compression around the sides of it, but it does this really smooth orbital right over the crowd. Why would a bird be interested?
That's why he was showing those the bug and the bird right before this, because he's trying to show you the difference between the movements of that as opposed to what this looks like. This is kind of like it doesn't really. He's saying it's not flapping. It's like. It's really aerodynamic, and it's not doesn't behave like a bird would. And you don't see flapping, and it's not a bug because, like right there, showing right here, this is all. It's really about all the way back there. He's just zooming it in for everyone to see, and he thinks that there were drones there, and then they're just not admitting to it.
In this chaotic human activity, that's a reconnaissance drone, I think, and then it flies away, and then we have.
Who's speaking?
It's Jason. How are you, man?
This guy right here,
I'm sorry, who?
this annoying looking dude. He was allegedly he was flying drones the day Trump was got shot, and Butler, and he was shocked because this guy got that information by chance. Actually, he said that he was getting some information. They must have forgot to redact this clown's name, so he's calling him on the spot and just asking about the day in Butler when Trump got shot. Because I think he's trying. I don't know if I guess he's trying to make a connection to see this guy. You know, I'll let him tell you.
It's Jason. I wanted to ask you about the drone you were flying in Butler, Pennsylvania. Was it an Andeville counter UAS drone? And why has your name been hidden?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who do you work for?
I don't work for anybody. This is Jason. I work for myself. You were the drone operator, the counter UAS drone operator, right? Is this Special Agent Eduardo Castro? Have I reached Eduardo Castro? I don't work for anyone. I have a show called Crowdsource the Truth. You were the drone operator during the Donald Trump assassination attempt, right? What was the function of the drone you were flying?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you the name. Yeah, he does Crowdsource the Truth. That's the name of his show. Oh, I was going to tell you. I just forgot to.
Sir, there's a government phone number for official business only. Do not call this number again.
So he didn't sound
well.
too called Crowdsource the Truth. You were the drone operator during the Donald Trump assassination attempt, right? What was the function of the drone you were flying?
Sir, there's a government phone number for official business only. Do not call this number again.
Oh,
So he didn't sound
well.
too pleased.
I kept calling his ass. So basically, that's all for now. I mean, it's insane. It's like everything that Candace talks about, and like whatever she's saying, it seems to be kind of being corroborated every day after she says it. She's good. Anyways, have a good day, guys. Thank you.
Run it up.